if I have something unusual, I said I was going to show it. I like to show, every time I do a group of holsters, I really like to show certain ones that, you know, you don't really see too much. The reason why I'm showing this one, it has the leather. I don't show the leather too much. I think I showed it maybe once or twice. And the reason why I'm showing this one, this is a light bearing holster. It's a Glock 34 with a TLR 7 light. Okay, and this is for Dominic. And he gave me specific things that he wants with it done. Like, we have a very low cut because he has a red dot on the back. It has a plenty of room for the high sight radius, which on the bigger guns I automatically make the sight radius that high. The only time it might be a problem is if on a smaller gun and you got suppressor sights, you might have to email me and tell me that, because then I'll have to make the sight channel taller. That's pretty tall. I still think that'll clear it, but I'll have to measure, I don't know. But the ones I used, this is like over 3/8 high, so that's going to clear your suppressor sights. So this is a Glock 34 with a TLR 7, kind of an unusual setup. First one I got, and as like I said, as long as I have the blue gun and the real light, which I do have because I use my own. I love the TLR 7. I have it on my Glock 45 9mm. I had an extra one because I think I had it on another gun, but I just use that for making holster molds now. I use the real light. So I just want to show you how this fits. So low cut for the red dot. I mean, that's more than enough room. Usually the red dot starts, there's the top of the barrel and about an 1/8 inch in from the top of the barrel, 1/8 inch out, and then from the 1/8 inch out, that's usually what a red dot is. But the thing where you need room is on the shoulders, because some red dots come all the way out to the end, and you don't want the red dot hitting the holster. Okay. Adjustable tension, say real light. Glock 34, TLR 7 light. That's where it would go, right up against the trigger guard. So you don't want to put it out here. You want to put it, slide it all the way down up against the trigger guard, and it'll still, the block where it drops in on the top of the light, it'll still drop in that spot, which is great. So to me, the retention right here is, like I said, you don't get that click with the light holster. Some you do, some you don't. But you're going to get a squeeze and then a little thump. That's it. That sucker ain't going nowhere. I mean, nowhere at all. It's got some good retention. If he wants to make it loose or tighter, he's got a nice adjustment screw here for adjustable tension. And I think I covered everything on this, didn't I? Friggin' thing. Seriously? So, drain hole in the front, as you can see, a little drain hole in the front. RMR cut, light bearing holster, right-handed, 1.5 belt loops. Nice flat pancake holster. It looks good. It's going to hold really close to the body. Will the gun fit in the holster without the light? It will, but it'll be jiggly. So I've heard that question before. It'll be jiggly. It's meant to have the light on. It's molded with the light. All right, so I really like this one. It really came out really, really nice. Okay, so that'll be shipping this out tomorrow to Dominic. Okay, you want to see the back? I never show the back. There's the back. Okay, nothing hitting your hand. Like, make sure. I was cutting these a little high before, so I'm cutting these lower now because I don't want it hitting your hand when you're drawing your holster, especially if you're doing shooting competitions. You tend to grab the gun harder and faster, and that'll hurt. Okay. This is a Glock 48, which you've seen this before, but this particular person, what's his name? Samuel. He wanted outside the waistband, leather texture, 1.5 belt loops. Okay, there that is. Look how nice that looks. The leather holster. So what I did with the leather is, I don't know if I told you before, I put the leather option on most of the popular guns. So when you're picking your color out, you'll have your colors. Well, first you'll have whatever comes up first. Right hand, left hand, belt loop size, then you'll go to your colors. You'll see FDE, black, or OD green. Then on the bottom you'll see leather texture, and it'll have $10 because I have to add $10 more for that because this stuff is really, really expensive. But look how nice it looks. It looks so good. It looks really, really, really nice. I love the way it comes out. I mean, my holsters, I use the leather because I just like how it looks. And like I said before, for some reason the leather textured Kydex or Boltron, whatever it is a little thicker than the regular 080. I don't know why. Maybe because it's textured, it gives it more strength. I don't know. It's not as flexible, so it's really strong. Adjustable tension. Okay. No harsh rubbing on the slide. And that one is for, I forget his name already, Samuel. Alright guys, so I just wanted to throw this at you. Pretty much, if I have the light and I have the blue gun, I'll make any light holster you want. I really will. It's really, I mean, it's not that much of a stretch. I don't know why certain holster companies only make certain holsters. Maybe because they're super busy. I'm not super busy. Maybe when I get that way, I might have to cut down on the models to be able to keep up with the demand and get it flowing. And because when you make a holster like this took a long time to make this. I had to build it up, had to put pieces of, I use aluminum strips on there, and a bunch of tape and wood in some spots. The adjustable block there, time you get it all done. Christ, that's not alone right there, that's like 20-25 minutes right there getting it all prepared. So it takes long. So if you have a business where you're getting like 100 orders a week, just say 100 orders a week, whew, people are going to be waiting a long time if you got to do this stuff by hand like this. Now, if they come out with a ready mold with a TLR7 on a 34, which I think will never happen, but if they do, it cuts your prep time down by like 90%, because all you got to do is just add a block for a clip or something like that. But I doubt that's going to happen. I just got a prep mold for a Glock 17 with a TLR1. I got one for the inside the waistband and one outside the waistband. I also got a good prep mold for a Glock 19 with a TLR8. The TLR8 and the TLR7, as long as the holster is an 8, it'll fit the 7 and the 8. The only difference between the 7 and the 8 is talking about the flashlight. On the bottom of the flashlight on the TLR8, there's just a little hump because there's a laser in there. So I have the mold for the TLR8. So this will fit in there. Nothing's going to get in its way, and it'll fit the 8. So that's, if I get the mold and it's a 7 or 8, I always automatically buy the 8. So it fits both lights. Okay. I think, is there anything else I wanted to remind you guys right now? Not really much. I think I'm going to do a video on my TAC-13, just because I love it so much and they're so hard to get. A really close friend of mine finally got one, I think. He found it on Gunbroker. I'm waiting to hear the final results if he got it. Then, I'll tell you, if you want a semi-auto shotgun, don't go by the Remington 870s 5 years ago, how all the problems they were having, remember? Which they probably fixed by now. The TAC-13 is a V3. That gun's been out a long time. It's really not a new design. It's a reliable design cut down, which is genius, because it friggin' runs great. There's probably maybe one out of like 50 YouTube videos where someone might be having a problem with it. So, you're always going to get a bad something. You can find a bad Ed Brown video. You can find a bad Wilson Combat video. But if you look at the average on the reliability of the videos of that gun, that thing is solid. Solid. So we're going to do maybe a disassembly video. I don't know. Because I don't think there's that many disassembly videos on that gun. But I definitely, and it's an exciting shotgun. I love it. I love that I have it. So I like showing it. So maybe I'll do that. Alright guys, don't forget the links are under the video for the website to the holsters. And like I said, we now have the leather option on most of the guns, that you can just pick the leather option. It automatically adds the $10 and off you go. If it does not, just email me. I'll make you a custom link. Okay? I think that's it. Alright guys, talk to you soon. Thanks for all the business, I really appreciate it.